First off, if you're opening the hood of a military truck, God forbid if you have a 923. It takes about 5 minutes and a dog to open one of those things. Okay, a 925 is a lot easier. The reason being is the front bumper sticks out so far that you can put your chest or belly, depending on how tall you are, grab the hitch and yank it. It still is fairly hard to open. Now this one has a big bash bar in the front, as you saw earlier. And so you say, well, how do you open the hood at all with that? Well, let me tell you how it is. That bash bar assists you in opening the hood, and it makes it a whole lot easier. My bud right here is called Carlisle. This is actually his truck. So at any rate, watch him open this thing and look at all the effort he has to put in. And there you go. Now how easy is that? If you compare that to a standard truck, you will see that this one's a lot easier to do. Okay, put it back down. And if you happen to hit that T-Rex, that thing's going to save your grill, your front end, and your radiator. Because just behind that grill is the radiator, about that far. So the thing is, if you smack something and it gets over that big-ass front bumper of yours, it can do damage to the radiator. This one, you have a whole lot more protection than any other military truck going. It also makes the hood a lot easier to open. Wonderful, isn't it? There's more stuff in here than I can ever list. He's got helmets and emergency packs and first aid kits and fire extinguishers, a toy gun, of course, simulated, but you could carry a real one in its location. Got emergency lights, you got stereo. You get on the road in this one, and these trucks are quiet enough that you can actually have a stereo, so you can listen to your tunes when you're going down the road. In the corner, which is hard to see, you have a CB radio, so you can talk to your other buddies and stuff like that on the road. CB is actually a good thing to have anymore because hardly anybody's using it, so you can always find frequencies for your companion truck that you're traveling with, providing you have a companion truck to travel with. We refer to ourselves as gangrene because this hobby happens to be infectious. So we have 2 of these trucks or 3 of these trucks that's going to be traveling at any given time together. They got to communicate with each other. With a linear amplifier, of course, you can extend the range of that quite a bit, and it's always nice to know where the lead truck is going. At any rate, there's the winch controls in the center, your shifter for your automatic transmission. You've got all the gauges that tell you everything. You got additional switches for your lights. You've got more stuff in here than you shake a stick at. Again, I'd make this a full-length movie if I were to tell you all the stuff that's in here. Here we have walkie-talkies and stuff for field unit or for a motorcycle that's usually going to be your lead vehicle if you're going in areas that have possible hostility or you're unsure of your position. You got face masks. He's even got radioactive suits in this thing. I mean, he's got more stuff in this thing than you can shake a stick at. At any rate, give you a rough idea. The driver's seat, you could put the same type of seat on this side if you want, but he has to carry, 3, maybe 4 people that's in his family. You want them all in the cab, so he left the military bench seat in here for them. But you notice the driver's seat there is a driving seat with shoulder harnesses and everything else. So if you get in real bad conditions, the driver is not bounced around. These seats, primarily the driver's seat, is made for about a 19-year-old buttocks. And I don't know about you guys, but my buttocks is a lot older than 19 years old, and I want a very comfortable seat. If you got to drive a long, long ways, you don't want to be fatigued by the time you get there. So look around inside this thing, see what you mean. This truck from bumper to bumper has been modified, and everything on it worked good. So anyway, take a peek, see what you think.